The crypto queen, Ruja Ignatova, was the mastermind of OneCoin, a fraudulent cryptocurrency scheme that was one of the biggest in history. Instead, she scammed billions of dollars by promising investors a breakthrough digital currency. Here are 7 key points that outline how she executed this elaborate scheme and evaded justice. When Ruja Ignatova introduced OneCoin in 2014, she said it would be a cutting-edge cryptocurrency that would compete with Bitcoin. She was able to establish herself as a reliable person in the rapidly developing field of digital currencies because to her experience in both law and business. She presented OneCoin as a way to achieve financial empowerment and freedom by crafting an engaging story that spoke to both experienced investors and newcomers. To attract possible investors, Ignatova used a variety of marketing platforms, such as social media, online discussion boards, and high-profile promotional events. She gave captivating speeches with the promises of fame and fortune while hosting sizable gatherings in opulent settings. There was a sense of urgency and excitement at these events, since early adopters frequently shared their testimonies, claiming to have made substantial profits. Ignatova again underlined how unique the investment opportunity was, implying that individuals who took immediate action would join a small group of people who were in a position to make exceptional profits. Thousands of investors worldwide were attracted by this combination of emotional pleas and convincing marketing strategies, many of whom were keen to profit from what they saw as a revolutionary financial breakthrough. OneCoin's business idea was essentially a pyramid scheme masquerading as a respectable investment option. In order to increase their possible returns, investors were actively urged to enlist more people in the plan, in addition to merely buying coins. Funds from each new investor were directed up to those higher in the hierarchy through the complex web established by this multi-level marketing organization. Early adopters had the opportunity to receive significant rewards depending on the investments made by their recruits, which created an atmosphere where recruiting took precedence over actual cryptocurrency purchases. Participants were encouraged to actively promote OneCoin by the prospect of large commissions for acquiring new members, frequently at the price of morality or openness. The appearance of profitability was preserved as new members joined, but as soon as recruiting slowed, usually when market saturation set in, the entire system started to crumble under its own weight. Many participants did not realize the risks that come with these models, since they were lured in by the promise of rapid money and large rewards depending on their recruitment efforts. In the end, Ignatova and her closest allies made enormous profits thanks to the lack of openness around the distribution and management of the cash, while several investors were left with nothing more than broken financial dreams and useless coins. OneCoin is one of the biggest financial scams in history, having allegedly raised over $4 billion from investors worldwide by 2016. Ignatova used aggressive marketing techniques, such as holding lavish parties in opulent venues across the world. These gatherings included well-known speakers, extravagant entertainment, and presentations that made audacious predictions about OneCoin's future prosperity. Motivational speeches emphasizing urgency were frequently given to attendees, urging them to invest before the chance passed them by. Due to Ignatova's claims that OneCoin would soon be listed on significant cryptocurrency exchanges, prospective investors felt pressured to make significant investments before fully comprehending the risks. Because OneCoin's promised amazing returns, many people thought they were about to make a financial breakthrough. Some even took out loans or liquidated retirement accounts to buy OneCoins. Investment decisions were heavily influenced by the fear of missing out, which caused many people to make snap decisions that would ultimately result in catastrophic financial losses when they realized their investments were basically worthless. Ignatova and her friends siphoned off billions of dollars while leaving regular investors with nothing but hollow promises. The magnitude of their financial gains was astounding. OneCoin's total absence of any genuine cryptocurrency infrastructure or value proposition was one of its distinguishing features. OneCoins were developed using proprietary software that lacked any underlying value or utility. In contrast to well-known cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin or Ethereum that run on decentralized blockchain technology and can be mined or traded on many exchanges. Despite the fact that there was no active market for these coins, investors were misled into thinking they were buying valuable coins that could be mined and converted into actual money. The promised trading platform never materialized, leaving investors with nothing but worthless digital tokens that had no real-world value or use case. Investigators later revealed that OneCoin was essentially a Ponzi scheme, an elaborate ruse designed solely to extract funds from unsuspecting investors without providing any tangible returns or products. This lack of transparency about the true nature of OneCoins became increasingly apparent as regulatory scrutiny intensified. Many victims reported feeling misled and betrayed once they realized that their investments had been based on false promises and deceptive marketing tactics. The absence of any legitimate cryptocurrency infrastructure not only undermined investor confidence, but also highlighted the broader risks associated with investing in unregulated markets where scams can proliferate unchecked. Ruja Ignatova disappeared from the public eye under strange circumstances in late 2017 as regulatory scrutiny increased and inquiries into OneCoin's operations started. She took a flight from Sofia, Bulgaria to Athens, Greece on October 25, 2017, a move that has since sparked a lot of speculation about how someone could vanish so totally after committing such a huge fraud. Her disappearance has sparked conjecture on her whereabouts. Some think she might be living under a false identity or getting support from associates who are still committed to her cause. Over the years, law enforcement agencies around the world have conducted massive manhunts to try and find her, but she has remained elusive despite countless leads and tips. Ignatova's involvement in one of the biggest financial scams in history led to her inclusion on the FBI's 10 Most Wanted Fugitives list in December 2018. Given the severity of her offenses and the continued efforts to bring her to justice, the agency has offered a reward of up to $5 million for information that leads to her capture. In addition to leaving numerous victims in search of answers, her disappearance has spurred conversations about the difficulties law enforcement encounters when tracking down fugitives who operate internationally and take advantage of digital currencies. Although Ruja Ignatova is still at large, a number of important members of her group have suffered serious legal consequences as a result of their participation in OneCoin's activities. After being detained in March 2019 while trying to enter the US, her brother Konstantin Ignatov entered a guilty plea to accusations of money laundering and fraud. His collaboration with authorities has yielded important insights into OneCoin's internal operations and Ruja's management style. He revealed how investors were left with worthless coins, while top executives embezzled money for their own personal purposes. For their roles in promoting and enabling the scheme, other associates have also been prosecuted in a number of jurisdictions. Some have been sentenced to long prison terms for their roles in what has been called one of the biggest financial scams ever to target regular investors globally. These court cases serve as a warning about the dangers of taking part in fraudulent schemes that pass for genuine financial opportunities, in addition to highlighting the personal repercussions experienced by those engaged. The prosecutions have emphasized how crucial regulatory monitoring is to shielding customers from future scams of this nature. Law enforcement organizations worldwide are aggressively pursuing leads regarding Ruja Ignatova's whereabouts as part of the ongoing search for her. Investigators have looked at a number of possibilities on her possible hiding places, including Eastern Europe, possible safe havens in nations with laxer extradition regulations, and areas notorious for housing fugitives. Because of its dramatic storyline and the enormous quantities of money at stake, the case has attracted a lot of media attention. It serves as a warning about the risks of investing in unregulated markets, like as cryptocurrencies, without conducting enough due diligence. Interestingly, the BBC created a podcast called The Missing Crypto Queen, which explores Ignatova's narrative and looks at the wider effects of her fraudulent actions on victims all around the world, many of whom lost their life savings as a result of placing too much faith in her claims. This continued interest emphasizes the intricacy of cryptocurrency frauds, as well as the value of investor education in averting future scams of this kind. It also emphasizes the need for caution when contemplating investment opportunities in developing markets, such as cryptocurrency, where regulations are still developing. The Ruja Ignatova case illustrates the intricacies of contemporary financial fraud and the risks connected to unregulated cryptocurrency endeavors. If you liked our video, please hit the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel.